Alright, so this is a review on Playboi Carti's album. It's called Whole Lotta Red. The artwork is with him, his face. It's more like it literally is artwork, basically, a piece of artwork. Like you can see his face bang in the middle, like I'm trying to give it like it's like a art drawing. Not drawing, but like a painting sort of thing. Like in black and white, but then the title is in red, which is interesting because anyway, let's just get into it. There is wow, there's 24 tracks on this album. Impressive. He put in work, huh? Um, so obviously it was rumored that Kanye West was gonna be the producer on this album, which he is, and that's a good thing because I like the fact that Kanye West is able to continuously able to put himself in positions where he's helping out the next generation, yeah, by producing for the next generation. Do you see what I mean? Like, I think that's such a good look, and that's how you sustain your career by continuously working with the next generation. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So there is the song Rockstar Made. Then there's Go to the Moon featuring Kanye West. Then there is Stop Breathing. Then there's Vino. Then there's Jump Out the House. Okay, sort of squashed into one word. Jump Out the House. And then what? Metamorphosis. Okay, but the E is as a free. Then that's featuring Kid Cudi. Then there's Slayer. Okay, and the E is like a free. Okay. Okay, listen, this is really fucking up my brain right now. Like, you know when you're trying to read something and you're so used to reading it in a particular way, and now you're having to read it in a different way. It's mad, like, because there's numbers instead of actual letters. Anyway, let's get back into this real quick. So there's No Sleep, then there's New Tank, then there's Teen X featuring Future, then there's Meh, then there's Vamp Anthem, then there's New Neon, then there's Control, then there's Punk Monk, then there is On That Time, then there's King Vamp, then there is Place, then there's Sky, then there's Over, then I Love You, Hate You, all one word, then Die for Guy, then there's Not Playing, and then there is a title that I am not going even to say because, boy, the reason why I'm not going to say that because words are fucking powerful and let's just say it's the opposite of living. I feel like living, by the way. Anyway, so what I got from this album as a whole was, um, look, everyone goes through something, and you never know what someone goes through unless they express what they go through to you, or they do it in a way where it's in a particular art form. In this case, it just happened to be music, and you know, at the end of the day, how he's rapping, but also experimenting with how he's saying words and stuff like that, which I think is very unique. Yeah. I wouldn't categorize this as hip hop per se, but I would more or less, if I was to put it under any genre, right, I would say it's more like punk, rock, rap, if that makes sense. Yeah, punk, rock, rap, and yeah, like he expresses what is going on in his mind. So now it makes sense to why the thing he was training for with his baby mother and stuff. Like where I can understand certain things. Now I don't know whether it's actually 100% true, but let's say it was 100% true. I can see why. Do you see what I mean? Um, Also, there was one particular track where he mentioned what song was it? Oh, I can't remember the name of the track. But basically he mentioned something to do with his bro, like he wanted to be like his brother. And then there's another track where he mentioned about his brother again, and he says something about ever since he Like, I don't know. Maybe I got this. Maybe I misheard. Yeah. Maybe I misheard. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he said ever since a situation happened with his brother. Yeah. I'm not gonna put it that way because I don't want to speak certain things into existence if it's not actually true. But ever since a certain situation happened to his brother, that's when he's turned homicidal. And let me tell you something about turning homicidal. Look, there was a stage in my life, yeah, when I never understood how to be a man, yeah, and how to solve problems and this, that, and the third. And this is key here, right? Because I went on a homicide mission. Yes, I did. Yeah, it wasn't like, thankfully, nothing really happened other than me getting my nose didn't even get break. By the funny enough, imagine this, yeah. Oh, I don't even want to say this. You know what? That's a sign. I'm hearing the sirens, and that's a sign for me not to go into details of what happened, just in case. Yeah. Just put it this way: I went on a situation. There was a situation that happened. Yeah, and thankfully, by God's grace, yeah, this is how I know that there must be a God, because how can man have something on him, and do you know what I mean? They could have used that against me, but they didn't. You feel me? Like, imagine the worst I got, or even not the worst, but what I got was just a blooded nose. Do you know what I mean? Man. But I'm thankful. Like, listen, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful at how life is like when you're just so mere, like you don't care about your life no more. It's like, and this is the thing. Some people turn to some people turn to so many. Some people turn to vices or to do certain things. Do you know what I mean? And to try and numb the pain. But overall, and if you're going through something, right, you don't need to take drugs, yeah, because once that high or that numbness actually dissolves, you got to re up. You see what I mean? That's how you become an addict, because it's like you're trying to get rid of the problem. You're trying to have that escapism, but it's like every time you take it, you go high, then you go down again, and you have to go high again because you don't want to receive the same emotion of what you're feeling or whatever. It's crazy. You want to have the other feeling where you're high and you're numb and all that stuff there. And yeah, like one thing I would suggest was that what definitely helped me was learning how to be a man, basically. Now, obviously, if you're a woman watching this, it's kind of different, but I say for you, it's more of learn how to develop yourself further as a woman. Yeah. Once you learn how to develop yourself, to be your natural self and who you're potentially gonna become, you know how to deal with problems. Once you learn how to deal with your problems and your emotions effectively, I'm telling you, anything that's been on your mind, you're gonna see it as a minor. Like you're going to see it as a minor. Like, get me, I can go over it. Not just that you can get over it. It's just that you're doing certain things that will literally get over it. And I know some tragedy has happened, and let's say a tragedy did happen, right? And that's triggered you to think certain ways. And obviously, I'm not saying you should get over it, but I'm saying that in general, your life gets better when you focus your energy on things that you are also passionate about or have actual talent and skills in. So, for example, if you look at, for example, Playboi Carti, whether you like his music or not, me personally, I think he's talented, right? So, for him to just focus on his music, do all that stuff there, do you know what I mean? Like, I think even there was a video I was watching, interview I was watching with Getz, and he said he had to put a studio where he lives or whatever because music is his therapy, basically. Do you see what I mean? That's essentially what I'm trying to tell you. You have to find a way that's going to help you, other than taking drugs or alcohol or anything else, that is going to help you. Because think about it, if you're using music as your therapy or using your skills or your talents as your therapy, you're bettering your skill set in regards to that. Like, think about it. So you're only going to get bigger, you're only going to get better. And if you're going to get better, listen, all right, listen, then you're going to require more opportunities. The more opportunities you get, the more money you get, the more money you get, the more better to establish a type of lifestyle that gets you in a certain situation where, get me? Anyway, I won't even get into that too tough anymore. But anyway, the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Alkebulantrust, yeah. Click on that link, and where it says become a member of the Alkebulantrust, you will get access to online courses such as healthcare. In that course there, that's exactly where you're going to learn how to strengthen your mental health and learn exactly how to manage your mental health, how to deal with problems and your emotions effectively. All right. Now, if you've got any questions, in fact, I just forgot. I'm going to give this album. Let me give it a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, let me give it a 9.5 out of 10. The link to the album is in the description box below. If you've got any other suggestions, leave that in the comment section below. But I will suggest, as much as no, I won't go into that. I'm gonna say something else, but I'm not doing that. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification because you never know the video you suggest might just be next.